Raphael. So this is the second to last recording. I was feeling joy and stuff just then. So I ended up walking up and down for about 10 minutes. You know, so if I get my system quiet, you know. And I haven't had any coffee or anything. It's my first coffee. And I'm gonna get back into getting purple teas. I'm proud of myself because I used to go for walks, run, and lift weights on the same day, right? So I would go for walks, run, and do my push-up routine, which is for ages I was 200 because I thought, wow, mentally I'm good and all that type of thing, but then now I'm like, well, I'm out of employment, have been for 5 months now. No, January the 31st. So it's now, 5 months, because June the 31st was 5 months. Well, the 31st will just go to the 1st. Anyway, it's the 1st of, it's the 6th of July now. Is it? 6th or 5th. Anyway, I'm proud because yesterday I was walking. I had my stuff in my bag and I think I should have gone to the gym and gone for a run, but it's okay because I was going to go for a run and because I went for about a 2-hour walk and I went for a run. I was going to go for a run for like 9.8 kilometers an hour for 20 minutes and then I was going to lift these 16 kilogram weights. I mean for 5 sets of 20, but 3 sets of 20. And sometimes it takes me because I'm so here and now, as well as many other things going on in my mind about the past and the future, and I'm at peace with the past and then the future. And because it's like people say you're gonna meet your tribe, right? Well, the thing is I had a friend group from when I was about 16 to when I was 22, and then it all went away. There was a couple of haka group, and we were more like family because we saw each other like 4 or 5 times a week. And that happened when I was like 22, and then I'd make the effort to go see them if I was around their area. No issues. I got nothing negative to say about them. Then there was another group. I was a friend group I had for about 4 years, but they were we were tight for like a couple of years or a year or so, and then after that it was like a couple of them I was still friends with, and the rest, but that was called Ngati Bubu. Ngati means the descendants of, and we were all part Māori. I got nothing negative to say about that group. And we grew apart too, but those couple of friends I had from that group, we were friends for 9 years, and then the past, and then, wow, yeah. 4 years it was 50-50, and then after that we just, one of them was on and off relationship with someone. I don't know how they're doing now. Last time I saw them was 2 years ago when they showed up at the Wellington station and gave me this big hug and all this type of stuff. But I was still in the thing like, oh, you don't take back women that have rejected you in the past, because the first 4 years I was interested in her and a number of times she rejected me, but then she'll still hang out with me and stuff. No issues. But now it's like, well, if another woman comes up to me and says that, she doesn't have children, and she rejected me in the past, I don't think it makes me a beta male simp. I mean, and I'm not talking about, there's only two women that I was into, ah, three, but um, no, two was only, yeah, three for that long, but then, you know. So here's the thing. So about the healing, because it's like, oh no, I can't hook up with a woman who rejected me in the past. So it'll make her um, have dominance over me in the relationship, and when I have kids, my kids will think that I'm a beta male simp, and that she's the one that has all the power or something. Um, yeah. So now it's like, okay, well, if they don't have like a dodgy family, dodgy does not mean that you don't agree on certain things. Dodgy doesn't mean you have arguments. Dodgy means like a family who doesn't want you to do well, or you have to do absolutely everything like them and be a clone in order to be accepted and for them to wish the best on you. So if they have a family where, yeah, they might have arguments, but once they have had two or three arguments, the family can accept the person's perspective. But they might, okay, so it might be about a person, and they might be operating out of experience if the person is not as experienced as them, but you can tell that they actually want the best, and then if things ended up working out with the person, they weren't abusive or whatever, then the family would get off that other person's ass because they misjudged the situation or something. But yeah, it's also good to really, but then just make sure you study up about. I don't need to study up. For me, it's holding off this need for wanting to be loved and accepted, which is what a human desire is. But it's a lot more so, I think. So, see, the all or nothing thinking nearly kicked in there and said that. I think it's even more so if you never experienced it yourself. But what about that Kapahaga group you're part of for 6 years? What about that friend group you were a part of? Yeah, they stopped replying to your messages and stuff after like, was it a year or two? Over a year anyway. And then there was only like two of them out of the 5 or so that would respond. So, and then hang out with you. So you never experienced it. That's your brain focusing on the negative and losing focus on the positive. Forgetting the positive, because that's the thing. It's like that's another thing that got me thinking. Am I a narcissist? But I don't think I am because um, I don't have this need to prove things to other people, just to myself, and even then it's gone way down. And I actually want other people to do well. I'm happy. The only time I find it too hard to be happy is if they made my life a living hell and they're doing well. If they didn't make my life a living hell, or they didn't ruin relationships and they didn't spread rumors, do that, they'll be, oh, that's cool, if they're doing well in certain areas, even in all areas. But if they're doing well and they were my friend, I'd actually be like, yeah, it even brings a smile to my face. It's awesome. It just pisses me off if they made my life hard and they're doing well. Makes me want to get vengeance, but